My child, this message is for you alone. I know what you were about to do. Split your focus, skim while you check that one alert. Promise yourself you can listen and scroll. That impulse right now is the first battle. And the fact that you felt a quiet pull to stop, to listen, to give me your full gaze, that was me calling you. There are forces that do not want you to hear the next words. Do not be surprised that they try to get loud exactly here. Listen. This moment is not random. The interruptions that flood you when you reach for me are not coincidences. The enemy is not primarily after your calendar or your to-do list. He is after your attention, because attention is where faith is formed, where peace grows, where destiny takes its first breath. If he can fracture your gaze, he can fracture your life. If he can keep you glancing, he can keep you from gazing. He knows this. What you behold, you become. So he scrambles your beholding. Take a breath. Put the phone face down. Take one slow breath in and let it go. Come back to me. This obedience begins now, not later. I do not tease my children. I do not give impossible commands. I give you grace to do what I ask in the very moment I ask it. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel the air enter. Feel the clutter loosen its grip as you choose me over the ping. My child, I have watched the pattern that made you question your strength. Each time you set your heart to pray, a buzz. Each time you sit to rest, a thought, urgent, petty, irresistible. Each time you decide to rebuild, a notification that bleeds your minutes and leaves you wondering where the hour went. You thought you were weak. You blamed your own will. Hear me, it is not because you are weak, it is because you are marked. The enemy studied you. He learned the texture of your attention. He crafted targeted noises for the exact moment your spirit gets serious. Recognize this as warfare, not failure. I am not condemning you for being distractible. I am covering you because you are chosen. Your attention is the doorway to a room the enemy can never enter. So he assigned demons to camp at the threshold and make a scene. He does not need to break down doors if he can keep you standing in the hallway. He will send a ping, a memory, a phantom urgency, a sudden curiosity, a small flood of what-ifs. None of them are accidents. All of them are timing. He fears what happens when you stay with me past the first wave. Take another breath. Place your hand over your heart. Say this softly, I am here. Again, I am here. Your presence is a weapon. Your stillness is not empty, it is authority. The enemy cannot read your mind, but he can measure your habits. Change this habit now and you change the map of the battle. I am intercepting the pattern. I am naming it so you can break it, not make peace with it. When you lose focus at the very gate of prayer, it is not proof that you do not love me. It is proof that your prayer scares hell. When your mind starts to scatter at the first hint of silence, it is not because you are lazy. It is because silence with me awakens strategy, courage, and rest the enemy cannot counterfeit. He cannot afford you to be a person who lingers, so he trains you to twitch. Hear my decree. I have the final say over your attention. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. I decree a holy stillness over you now. I decree a clarity that cuts through noise. I decree that your heart will choose me over reflex, peace over pressure, presence over performance. This is not hype. This is prophecy. And it is happening in real time as you obey. Make a covenant act with me in this moment. Do not wait for later. Type the words, I am here, as a sign between us, not for the algorithm, but as a spiritual yes that interrupts the enemy's momentum. Your written words are seeds. When you name your presence, you plant it. When you plant it, fruit begins to grow in places distraction used to devour. Do it now. Your obedience is small, but it is not insignificant. It tells every watching power that you are aligning your body, your breath, your thumbs, your timeline to heaven's order. Do you feel the subtle anxiety trying to rise even as you read this? A thought tugging, "This can wait," or "Just check that message." Recognize that pull and call it what it is. A thief at the door. You are not powerless against it. Choose to remain. Choose to linger. Each second you refuse the tug, your spirit learns a new reflex, to turn to me first. And in that turn, faith picks up tools, peace finds its seat, destiny hears its name again. I know the history that taught you to be available to everyone but me. I know the way urgency has felt like love and busyness has felt like worth. My child, I am reteaching you love and worth without the leash of interruption. You are not a machine for other people's emergencies. You are my child. Your life will not be measured by how fast you answer, but by how faithfully you attend to my voice. Now keep the phone face down. Keep breathing. Let your mind be here. I am nearer than the screen, louder than the feed, kinder than the dopamine that leaves you emptier than before. You will not miss anything that I have for you by choosing me. What is for you cannot be lost by a missed alert. But what is lost by constant alerts is the inner life where your next season is formed. Guard it with me. Stay with me. It begins now. My child, now let me show you what you could not explain. Keep the phone face down and stay with me. Do you notice when it gets the loudest? Right when your spirit gets serious. When you reach for me, the enemy reaches for your attention because he fears what happens when you stay with me. This is the pattern. It is not your imagination. It is not coincidence. It is a map of warfare drawn against your focus. Every time you decide, "I'm going to pray," a buzz. Every time you open the page to read, a banner slides across the top. Every time you say, "Tonight I sleep early," a friend remembers you at 11:08 p.m. and texts something you cannot resist answering. Every time you sit down to plan your future, a sudden urge, the tiniest curiosity, "I'll just check the feed for 1 minute," and the next hour dissolves. Every time you reach for stillness, the world performs a circus at your threshold. You have wondered why you keep handing away minutes you never wanted to spend. You blamed your will. You called yourself lazy. You quietly decided you must not care enough if you keep leaking time at the start of holy things. Hear me. You are not lazy. You are under attack. You are not careless. You are targeted. The enemy studied you. He has watched the hours when loneliness colors your breathing and the moments when curiosity hums under your skin. He has measured the way FOMO prickles at your nerves, the way validation floods your body with warmth, the way an unanswered message whispers, "Someone needs you." He is patient, strategic, and uncreative. He recycles the same triggers because they work, and he uses the nearest doorway, the device in your hand, to stand between your first glance toward me and the gaze that transforms you. He will not announce himself with obvious sin when he can distract you with a red badge. He will not storm your house when a buzz at the threshold can keep you outside. He will not try to make you hate prayer when he can make you forget you started. He does it with drips, with pings, with small urgencies, with the ache of being left out, the itch of unfinished conversations, the convenience of a quick check. He learned that if he cuts the first 3 minutes from your holy moments, he can unravel the rest. He is timing his noise to your nearness to me. When your spirit leans in, his volume goes up. Recognize it. Every time you tried to fast from noise, a crisis walked in through your speaker. Every night you promised, "Tomorrow I will start with the word." Your hand found the same app before your eyes even fully opened. Every morning you reached to surrender your day. A spark of anxiety insisted, "Answer them first, then peace will come." Every hour set aside to dream with me, You found yourself scrolling someone else's life and wondering why you felt smaller afterward. I saw the grief build in you, the sinking feeling of hours thinned out, of resolve mocked by another lost stretch of time, of lying in bed whispering, "What is wrong with me?" My child, nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong with the noise. I am not here to accuse you. I am here to arm you. Shame drains strength. Clarity restores it. Self-hatred keeps you in the hallway. Discernment brings you through the door. So hear my diagnosis and take back your authority. The interruptions were scheduled against you. The appetite for just one more look was trained into your muscles. The reflex to reach for your screen before you reach for my face was rehearsed by an enemy who hopes you never notice that rehearsal. But you have noticed. I am making you notice right now. And what you can name, you can bind. What you can see, you can refuse. Take a breath. Place your hand over your heart again. Say this out loud. This is not my weakness. This is a tactic. Say it again. This is not my failure. This is a battle. Now say, I choose presence over the ping. Whisper it once more so your own ears hear your allegiance. I choose presence over the ping. Do you feel strength returning, not as hype, but as a clean, quiet certainty? That is me. That is how deliverance begins. Recognition that leads to refusal. Refusal that leads to new reflex. I want you to grieve without condemnation what has been stolen, and then let me redeem it. The uncounted minutes added up. The creativity you were meant to pour into solutions was dripped into endless skimming. The peace that would have settled your nervous system was traded for a temporary high that left you emptier. The strategies for your next season tried to be born, but the noise sent you back to distraction labor that never delivered. I was with you even then. I did not leave when you got lost in the scroll. I waited at the border of your attention, whispering your name, tracing a way back you could always take in one breath. And now I am not just waiting, I am interrupting. That tug you felt a moment ago, that was me calling you back. Do you see it now? The louder your phone, the nearer your breakthrough. The enemy does not amplify noise around nothing. He turns up volume when you approach a gate. So from this night, let the sound itself become your cue. When it gets loud, smile and know, I am close. When the urge spikes, understand. You are at the edge of a holy moment. Instead of obeying the ping, turn it into prayer. Say, you only reminded me to come home. Put the device face down like an altar stone and step past the threshold he tried to crowd. Let me make it plain for you. The enemy watches for these windows. The first 7 minutes after you wake. The minutes right before sleep. The moment after a conflict when your nerves shake. The lull between tasks when your brain seeks a treat. The high right after a win when pride wants to parade. The low after rejection when comfort feels urgent. The start of prayer when silence seems too quiet. In each of these windows, expect the invitation to scatter, and in each of these windows, practice a new ritual. Breathe, place your hand on your heart, speak, I am here, and give me your first gaze for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of undivided attention to me will do more to reorder your mind than 20 minutes fractured by glances. Start there. Stay when the first wave of itch arrives. You will feel it crest and fall. And when it falls, you will be with me on the other side of it, stronger than you were a minute ago. If you can in this moment, make a small written sign of recognition. Type these 5 words, presence over ping, starting now. Not for performance, but as a planted flag. Your written words are seeds, and the soil of this moment is soft. You are telling your own nervous system a new story. You are telling every watching power you recognize the scheme and you are siding with me. Listen to my decree over you. Your attention belongs to me. Your focus will no longer be an open field where any noise can graze. Your mind is not a public park. It is a garden I walk in with you. I am setting a hedge around your first minutes and your last minutes each day. I am retraining your reflexes to turn toward me before you turn toward anyone else. And as you do, you will notice signs. Within the next 72 hours, you will step into a moment when you would have answered immediately, but peace will prompt you to wait, and you will discover nothing broke when you chose me first. You will experience an odd, quiet fall over your body when you put the phone down and keep it down. A verse you forgot will rise. A thought that brings order will land whole. These are confirmations. Receive them as kisses of direction, not as coincidences. My child, I am not scolding you. I am shepherding you. This recognition is an act of love. This clarity is a weapon. You are not weaker than your reflex. You are stronger than the noise because I am stronger and I live in you. So when the world tries to get loud at the gate, remember who owns the gate. Remember who called your name. Remember that your attention is the doorway to prayer, peace, and destiny. Guard it with me. When you reach for me, the enemy will reach for your attention. Let him find your hands already closed around my presence. Let him find your heart already speaking, I am here, and stay. My child, now let me show you what you've been losing without noticing. I am not here to shame you. I am here to reveal what shallow light cannot show. Distraction hasn't only taken minutes, it has been siphoning the inner life where your next season is formed. It has thinned the soil of your heart, so seeds meant to take root skitter on the surface. It has turned the river of your focus into many tiny streams that soak into the sand and never reach the field they were sent to water. You wondered why you felt tired without working, full without being nourished. This is why. Peace has paid the price first. Peace is not an idea. It is a settled weight in your chest, a soft gravity that holds you steady while the world moves. But the constant tug fractured it into 100 shallow breaths. The quiet you needed to let your body downshift at night was hijacked by the flicker of a screen and the whisper, "Just one more." You lay in bed, eyes open, the blue glow still echoing behind your eyelids, your mind sprinting as if it had somewhere to go. Sleep, my child. Sleep has been a casualty. Not only hours on the clock, but the kind of sleep that scrubs the soul and resets the nervous system, the kind I give to those I love. You have fallen asleep full of fragments and woken already scattered, and you thought it was just you. It was the leak. Intimacy with me has been nibbled at the edges until the center felt thin. Not because you did not love me, but because the conversation kept being cut in the first sentence. You came to the table and left before the bread reached your mouth. You opened your mouth to ask, and a ping swallowed the question. Then you sat back wondering why your prayers felt shallow and your worship felt brittle. Hear me. I saw you trying. I saw you fighting while feeling invisible. I saw you bring me your yawns and your guilt and your "I'll do better," and I did not turn away. I have been near in every half-finished prayer, holding space you didn't think you deserved. I did not despise your 2 minutes. I blessed them. But the enemy has been trying to convince you those 2 minutes are all you will ever have. Creativity has been paying in slow currency. Ideas that once came like birds landing in your open hands now circle overhead and won't descend, because the branch of your attention won't hold still. The melodies don't finish. The solutions fray. You taste the hint of a plan and then forget what it was when the screen lights. You compare your rough drafts to someone's finished post, and the joy goes out of you. This is theft. Not dramatic theft, quiet theft. The kind that empties a house while its owner sits inside, distracted by a performance in the street. Discipline has been weakened too, not because you lack character, but because the muscle of staying with has atrophied under constant interruption. The start and stop, the pick up and put down, the open and walk away has trained your body to expect the detour. You keep pledging consistency and waking in the ruins of another series of almosts. You think, I must not be able to do it, when in fact you have not yet guarded the gate long enough for the muscle to rebuild. The enemy knows if he can keep you scattered, he can keep you from the one thing he fears most in you, consistency. Because consistency compounds. It stacks quiet victory upon quiet victory until momentum becomes effortless. He cannot beat that, so he beats the seconds that build it. Direction has been hard to hear in the static. I have been speaking, not in riddles, but with a clarity that requires your whole gaze for more than a breath. Guidance doesn't shout over a circus. It arrives like a map unfolding, line by line, turn by turn, if you stay in the car and keep your eyes on the road. You have asked for next steps, and I have tried to place them in your hands, but the hands were full of a feed. Not every confusion was warfare. Some of it was just noise. When you give me your attention, you will be surprised how much instruction you already possess and how much faster you move with even one quiet yes. Do you see the pattern now? This was never about a single ping or a single lost half hour. This was about leakage, not punishment, leakage. A bucket with 10 pinholes will never fill, no matter how faithfully you hold it under the waterfall. Small moments stolen become whole seasons, thinned out and exhausted. The projects drift a month. The obedience slips a week. The healing conversation is postponed to another weekend. The training you meant to begin tomorrow, then next week, then in the new year, watches you move through the calendar like a ghost. And then you lie in your bed and call yourself names I never called you. My child, I am dismantling that script. You are not lazy. You are not hopeless. You are not behind redemption. You have been targeted, and now you are being delivered. I have felt the heaviness in your bones when you put the phone down and stare at the wall, ashamed that you cannot remember what you meant to do. I have counted the number of times you opened the same app in 1 minute and thought, what am I even looking for? I have heard the inward groan when another night bled into morning and your first words were not worship but apology. I am not stacking these moments as evidence against you. I am naming them so you can be free of them. I do not tease my children. I do not hold peace just out of reach. When I reveal cost, I have already prepared provision. So hear my promise wrapped in my command. When you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life in real time. When you choose presence over the ping, you are not only choosing a holier minute, you are choosing a stronger mind, a quieter body, a truer identity. You move from reactive to rooted, from living by pings to living by purpose, from covenanting with interruption to covenanting with me. This is how your identity reforms, attention by attention, gaze by gaze, until the scattered you that chased every sound becomes the steady you that follows my voice. Take a breath with me now. Place your hand over your heart again. Say this softly so your nervous system hears it. My peace returns to me. Again, my peace returns to me. Now say, my minutes are seeds, and I plant them in your garden. Do you feel the change? Small but real. That is not hype. That is prophecy becoming practice. I am knitting your mind back together. I am settling your breath. I am gathering your scattered pieces into one whole person, present, alert, content. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. I decree that your nights will begin to thicken with rest again. I decree that your mornings will find me before they find the feed. I decree that creativity will land in your open hands and stay because you stayed. I decree that discipline will return not as a whip, but as a rhythm you love. I decree that direction will no longer be drowned by static, but heard in sentences, in steps, in times and places. This is not someday. This begins now. In a moment, I will lead you into a simple act that breaks the spell in real time. And as you obey, you will feel momentum return. a current beneath your feet, a grace to keep going once you start. My child, you are not losing your life to a thief you cannot see. You are taking it back tonight. The losses have been named. The leak is being sealed. You will not miss what is for you by missing a ping, but you will miss what is for you if you never enter the room where I form it in you. Come into that room. Guard its doorway with me. Your attention is the key. Your next season is already rising. Stay and watch me build it in you. My child, this is that moment. Do not move. Keep the phone face down. Keep your eyes soft. Right now, loosen your grip. Exhale, let your shoulders drop. I am here. Again, slow inhale through your nose. Let it go longer than you think you can. Unclench your jaw. Uncurl your toes. Let your belly soften. I am not far. I am closer than the screen, nearer than the buzz, kinder than the dopamine that burns out. Stay with me. Do not reach for it yet. Stay with me for the next few minutes. This is not a suggestion. It is deliverance in real time. Feel the agitation that wants to move your hand. Notice it like a wave. Watch it crest. Let it fall. You are not the wave. You are the one I hold while the wave passes. Not every vibration is an emergency. Hear me. The constant now you trained your nervous system to serve is not my voice. Many of the pings are bait. Many of the just checks are snares disguised as kindness. Begin to train your spirit to ask a simple question whenever the itch appears. Is this mine or is this noise? Does this pull me into peace or press me into panic? Does this carry my assignment or does it just agitate my system? If it is mine, it will not require frenzy to protect it. If it is mine, you can answer from peace, not reach from fear. Listen to me declare authority over you. I did not give you a spirit of fear or compulsion. I did not anoint your fingers to twitch at every siren. I gave you power. I gave you love. I gave you a sound mind. A sound mind is not yanked by every ring. A sound mind can feel urgency without bowing to it. A sound mind chooses its gaze. So speak with me now and let your body hear it. I renounce the lie of constant urgency. Again, I renounce the lie of constant urgency. Now say, not every vibration belongs to me. Say, I choose presence over the ping. Whisper, my mind is sound. My peace is strong. I am here. Do not reach for it yet. Stay with me. The enemy wants you to prove nothing changed by grabbing at the device. Refuse him. In this pause, something is unhooking. I am breaking agreements you made without knowing. I am severing ties between your dopamine and your destiny. I am cutting cords between your worth and your availability. I am silencing the false alarm that has lived in your chest. I am washing your nervous system with peace right now. Pray this with me. You do not need perfect words. Borrow mine. Father, in my name I speak over this child I love. Every compulsive pattern shaped around the ping, I sever now. Every lie that says, if you do not answer immediately, you will lose love or opportunity, I break and burn. Every guilt reflex trained by old wounds and old expectations, I lift off. I cleanse the mental noise, the static that has squatted on sacred ground. I loose the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. I set a hedge around this attention, holy ground. It is done. Something just shifted. Do you feel it? A small, quiet opening where a knot used to live. Breath returning in longer lines. Heat rising in your hands. Tears, maybe. A softness around your eyes. That is not hype. That is deliverance beginning. That is your body agreeing with your spirit. Do not argue with the change. Let it be simple. Let it be holy. Now we will enact your authority with a small physical sign. If the phone is in your hand, place it on the table face down and slide it one arm's length away. If it is already down, turn it so the screen faces away from you. Open your hands in your lap, palms up as if you were receiving bread. Take one more slow breath. Say out loud, I am unavailable to noise and available to you. Again, slower, as a decree. I am unavailable to noise and available to you. This is not superstition. This is lordship. You are declaring who owns your minutes. Renounce the false emergencies now. Say, I will not be led by panic. I will be led by peace. Say, peace is my green light. Say, urgency will not bully my obedience. These words are not fluff. They are architecture. They are building new pathways in your reflex. You are telling your body what to do the next time the itch arrives. Pause, ask, choose. Do not reach for it yet. Stay with me. Give me these next minutes without negotiation. I am rewiring your first response. I am installing a question at the gate. Is this mine or is this noise? And hear my answer forming in you faster than your thumb can move. You will learn the texture of my voice again. Weighty with peace, clean with clarity, kind in tone, and never manipulative. The ping that belongs to me will not drag your nervous system by the throat. The ping that is noise will wither when you do not feed it. Now receive my decree. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. I decree the compulsion to check without purpose is broken. I decree holy delay where fear used to bark now. I decree assignments rising to the top of your list without a scroll. I decree that you will feel time thicken when you are with me, not slip away. I decree a new boundary in your hands. You will hold the device. It will not hold you. This does not require a lifetime of trying before it works. It is happening now in seed form. Guard the seed, and it will grow. Take a breath. One more. Good. I am going to ask you to do something simple when we end this moment, but not yet. Stay. Let the relief settle. Let the absence of the usual rush become its own proof. Inside this stillness, hear me whisper your name. Hear what I think about you. I do not tease my children. I do not call you to a life you cannot live. I have already given you what I am asking for tonight: authority, attention, a sound mind. Use it, believe it. Say this with me to seal this portion. I break agreement with the God of the urgent. Say, I enthrone peace at the center of my minutes. Say, my attention belongs to God. Say, I am here. Listen. Feel the weight of those last two words anchor you where you are. Presence is your deliverance. This is not imagination. This is a line drawn in the spirit. In the next 72 hours, you will face a choice point that used to own you. You will feel the phantom buzz, the reflexive reach. Smile. Hear me say, not yet. Ask, is this mine or is this noise? Choose presence, and you will watch nothing collapse when you honor peace first. That will be a sign to you that what shifted here was not mood. It was mastery returning under my hand. Do not reach for it yet. Stay with me for one more minute. Breathe. Let your shoulders drop again. I am here. You are not powerless. Deliverance began the moment you chose presence over the ping, and it continues now, choice by choice, minute by minute, with me. My child, feel this exchange beginning even now. What scattered in you is gathering. What fractured is knitting. I am not only breaking chains, I am restoring your mind to itself under my hand. This is the holy exchange. You bring me the splintered attention, and I give you a sound mind. You lay down the counterfeit comfort, and I give you peace that holds while you stay awake to your life. Hear me. When your attention returns to me, your mind becomes whole again. Let me teach you the difference many never learned. Peace is not numbness. Peace breathes. Peace is alert and anchored like a keel beneath a boat, steady while the surface moves. Peace can feel and remain. Peace can see reality and not flee. Peace says, I am held, and then makes wise, unhurried choices. Numbness, by contrast, is escape that looks like comfort but drains your strength in secret. Numbness mutes your feelings without healing them. It puts a glass lid over your heart and says, we will deal with this later, then never returns. The screen often imitates comfort while it siphons courage. It blurs the edge where grief could become prayer and where fear could become wisdom. I do not give numbness, I give peace. I do not sedate, I settle. I do not dull your senses, I restore them to right measure so they can serve you again. Take a breath. Ask your body to tell the truth. What emotion have you been trying to outrun inside the scroll? Is it fear that you will miss something if you pause? Is it loneliness that stings when the room quiets? Is it uncertainty about what to do next? Is it shame for what you did or did not do? Is it boredom that whispers you have nothing worth attending to? Name it now. Whisper, I see you, fear. Whisper, I see you, loneliness. Whisper, I see you, uncertainty. Hold it up in the light with me. Do not argue with it. Acknowledge it. Now breathe in and say, I am not alone. Breathe out and say, I am safe with God. Again, slow in, I am not alone. Slow out, I am safe with God. Feel the charge soften. This is how peace returns. Truth named, brought into my presence, breathed through, not bypassed. Now hear a deeper truth. Attention is worship. What you repeatedly look at becomes what you increasingly love. What you set before your eyes, you invite into your heart as teacher and king. Gaze is allegiance. Beholding is becoming. If your first look belongs to me, your first love strengthens. If your last look belongs to me, your last thought rests. If the majority of your glances bow to noise, noise will disciple your desires. This is why the enemy wants your eyes in small, constant offerings. But tonight you are taking back your altar. Let your gaze be my gift again. Let your minutes be incense rising. You do not need to manufacture passion. You need to place your eyes. Where you look will lead your heart. Say this with me. My attention is my worship. Again, my attention is my worship. Now, I fix my eyes on you. These are not slogans. They are shifts in gravity. They make your heart heavier toward me and lighter toward the bait. Hear my tenderness as I speak about discipline. You have been afraid of that word because it has been used like a whip. But in my mouth, discipline is not punishment. It is protection. Boundaries are how love builds a home around what matters. I guard what I intend to grow in you. The fence around a garden is not a prison to the plants. It is the kindness that keeps the foxes out, so fruit can ripen. When I ask you to set a boundary with your device, I am not taking fun from a child. I am removing sand from the meal so you can taste joy again. I am not robbing spontaneity. I am making room for surprise to find you while you are fully present. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. Let discipline become tenderness in your imagination, the warm hand that leads you into a pasture where you can finally eat in peace. So we will not only feel this moment, we will form it into a way. I will give you a simple path for tonight, small enough to live, strong enough to last. First, give me your first and your last 10 minutes. Tonight, when you lie down, keep the phone outside the bed. Let your last look be my face, not a feed. In the morning, when you wake, do not touch the screen for the first 10 minutes. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper my name and let silence be your opening prayer. 10 minutes bracketing your day is a wall against the flood. Second, create one pocket of single-hearted attention. Choose one assignment for 20 minutes. No glances, no toggles. Place the phone in another room or turn it face away and set the timer. When the itch to check rises at minute 3 or 7, breathe and say, presence over the ping. Watch the urge crest and fall. At the end, celebrate, not with a scroll, but with a stretch and gratitude. This pocket will begin to rebuild the muscle of staying with, and it will multiply. Third, establish an altar gesture for the rest of the evening. When you feel the compulsion to check, perform the gesture you learned. Place the device face down, turn the screen away, open your hands, and say out loud, "I am unavailable to noise and available to you." This two-sentence prayer will become the hinge that turns you from escape to engagement with me. If you must respond to something necessary, do it from peace, not panic. Ask, "Is this mine or is this noise?" Then act in the answer. If you want one more stone in tonight's wall, remove one source of false urgency. Turn off badge counts on one app that trains you to feel behind. You do not need a red dot to remind you to be loved or useful. Let your worth breathe without numbers pressing your ribs. This small subtraction will add back quiet you did not know you were carrying. Now let me seal what I am placing in you. Say, "Peace is not numbness, peace is presence." Again, peace is not numbness, peace is presence. Say, "I receive the sound mind." Say, "My boundaries are love in action." Hear my decree, answer you. I crown you with a sound mind. I settle your waters so you can see to the bottom and navigate with clarity. I replace the reflex to flee with the reflex to breathe. I make your yes strong again, your no clean again, your maybes rare and honest. Do you feel how your inner room is rearranging? Furniture scraped back so there is space again. Windows opened so stale air leaves. Light moving across the floor of your thoughts. This is restoration, not fragile, not performative, real. It is happening now, and it will continue as you keep your eyes where your heart is safe. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice an ease where there was always a spike. A song will return to you while you wash a dish. A solution will land whole during your 20-minute pocket. Sleep will thicken like warm blankets, even if the total hours are the same. Receive these as confirmation. Your mind is becoming sound under my hand. Stay with me tonight. Walk the simple path and call it holy. Let attention become worship, boundaries become tenderness, peace become your baseline. And when the old escape knocks, open the door to me instead. This is the holy exchange. You give me your gaze. I give you yourself back, whole. You choose presence. I build a life inside it. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Your mind is not a battleground only. It is a garden again, and I am walking here with you. Keep your eyes with me and watch how quickly wholeness becomes your normal. My child, now we turn grace into a way. We are not flirting with change. We are founding a house. This is a covenant, not a hack. This is how you build a fence around your promise so foxes cannot trample the tender growth. This is how you keep peace from being a mood and make it a dwelling. Hear me, a small covenant tonight becomes a stronghold of peace tomorrow. You do not need 100 rules. You need a few holy ones held with love. I am here, and we will write them on your heart together. First, sanctify the edges. You began with 10. Tonight, we widen the gate to 20. The first and last 20 minutes of your day belong to me. No phone at the borders. The beginning sets the river's direction. The ending chooses where it rests. When you wake, do not reach outward. Reach upward. Sit up, place your hand on your chest, breathe slowly, and let your first words be life. Whisper, "Peace is presence." Whisper, "I fix my eyes on you." Whisper, "I receive a sound mind." Then listen, not for a show, but for the subtle weight of my nearness. Let quiet be your opening prayer. At night, do the same. Return your gaze to me before you sleep. Close the gates of your senses gently. Let your last look be my face, not a feed. If you desire a line to anchor your mind, say, I lie down in peace. You alone make me dwell in safety. These simple words turn your bed into an altar and your pillow into a sanctuary. Second, we enact a notification fast. Do not be afraid of the word fast. It is not deprivation. It is devotion expressed as focus. Turn off non-essential alerts. Constant access is not love, and constant availability is not obedience. Love can wait 20 minutes without withering. Real assignments survive silence. Panic demands a performance. Purpose can breathe. Begin tonight by silencing the channels that do not carry your calling. Entertainment, impulse shopping, idle chatter, manufactured crisis. Keep a narrow gate for the few who must reach you, and for the work I have actually given you to do. Everything else becomes pull, not push. You go to it on purpose. It does not come to you on impulse. Your nervous system cannot carry the world's sirens and my whisper at the same time. Choose the whisper. Train your devices to respect the holy ground of your attention. Third, establish one holy location, a place where the phone does not enter so your spirit has a landmark. Choose a bed, a table, a chair by the window, a prayer chair, a simple corner with a blanket, a spot on the floor where your knees know their way. Make a small ritual as you approach it. Place the device outside the threshold, on the counter, in a basket, on a shelf, and step in with empty hands. Open your palms and say, this place is set apart. Do not argue with yourself in that place. Let it be the room where you meet me without apology. Over time, your body will learn the boundary better than your brain. Your breath will slow as soon as you sit there. This physical fence trains your soul. The gates of hell do not pass easily where love has built a wall. Fourth, replace, do not only remove. When the urge to check rises, you will not wrestle it forever. You will redirect it with a 60-second return. Hand on chest. Inhale slowly for 4, exhale longer for 6. Whisper on the exhale, I am safe with God. Do it again. Feel the shoulders drop. Then choose one next right action in the real world. Not 10, not a list. 1. Drink water, wash a dish, write one sentence in the journal, read one paragraph in the book you keep abandoning. Step outside and feel the air for 30 seconds. Text a blessing to one person from peace, not from panic. Say one honest prayer out loud. This minute is not small. It is the hinge on which momentum turns. You are telling your body, when I feel the itch, I return to presence and proceed with purpose. You are retraining reflex into rule, compulsion into communion. Fifth, nightly reset. Before you lie down, plug the phone away from the bed, across the room, or better, in another room. Let distance be your ally. Then take paper, the kind that cannot ping, and write tomorrow's simple plan with a pen. 3 lines only. Line 1, the one assignment I will honor. Line 2, the one relationship I will give undivided love to. Line 3, the one act of rest I will protect. These are not chores. They are stones in the path that keep you from wandering. Your written words are seeds. When you place them on paper, you pour anxiety out of your head into a safe container. Your mind will quiet because it trusts that tomorrow has already been told where to go. Sleep will find you more easily when you stop auditioning for it. Let me speak plain. This rule of life is not a cage for your joy. It is a trellis for it to grow on. Vine without trellis becomes tangle. Desire without boundary becomes exhaustion. You have prayed for peace. I am handing you posts and cords to pitch a tent for it in the middle of your real life. The enemy has mocked you with the story, you cannot keep anything you start. I break that now. You will keep this because you will keep it with me. We are not measuring perfection. We are training direction. When you miss, you will return quickly. When you stumble, you will not label yourself. You will listen and stand. Grace is not the absence of structure. Grace is the power to live the structure love asks for. Say this with me to seal each step as we go. My mornings begin with God. Again, my nights return to God. My notifications serve my calling, not my compulsion. My table/bed/chair is holy ground. Name your place. When the urge comes, I return and choose one right thing. I end my day unplugged and prepared. Now breathe. Let these words lay like stones under your feet. Before we go further, I am asking for a sign between us. Not for me to see if you are worthy, but for you to feel the shift from intention to covenant. Type these words now as a key. My attention belongs to God. Write them where you are. This is not performative. It is prophetic. You are engraving the rule into your public and private life with one sentence. Your written words are seeds. When you plant them, harvest begins. Do you feel the gentleness and the gravity holding hands? That is the mark of my rule. Tender and firm, holy and human, immediate and sustainable. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice how these small posts hold in the wind. A morning without the reflexive reach will feel like widened sky. A conversation at your table without the third party of a screen will feel like a well reopened. The 60-second return will turn a spiral into a step. The paper plan will hush the 2 a.m. churn. Receive these as confirmations. The fence is real and it is keeping wolves out. I do not tease my children. I will not ask you for vows I have not already resourced. I have given you the spirit of power to choose, the spirit of love to hold, and the spirit of a sound mind to stay. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your attention. Your eyes are altars, your minutes are incense, your table is a sanctuary, your bed is a pasture, your chair is a meeting place. This is your mini-covenant. Tonight you drive the first stakes. Tomorrow they will hold even stronger, and in the days that follow you will look back at this simple fence and say, "This is where peace began to live with me." Take a breath. Place your hand on your chest one more time. Whisper, "A small covenant tonight becomes a stronghold of peace tomorrow." Again. Now go gather the few things love requires. Place the charger across the room. Choose your holy location. Silence the noise. Find the paper and pen. Do it in quiet. Do it with a smile. Do it like you are setting a table for a guest you adore. I am that guest, and I am also the one who never leaves. We are building your rule of life together, not to impress me, but to welcome me. And where I am welcomed, peace builds a home. My child, listen closely. When you drive stakes into the ground, the wind will come. When you set a fence, the wolves test it. Do not be startled by the noise that rises after your yes. This is not failure, it is confirmation. Resistance after your decision is the proof that something real shifted in the spirit. You just reclaimed ground, and the enemy hates losing territory. Expect a spike, more cravings, more urgent messages, more buzzing in your chest, though the room is quiet. Expect voices that sound like concern and feel like compulsion. Expect a restless edge that says, "Break your own rule just this once." Hear me. The surge is not a sign to surrender. It is a sign to stand. Let me name his 3 common tactics so you can spot them in the wild before they wear you out. First, false urgency. It barks, "Answer now or you will lose it." If you don't look, you'll miss the opportunity. Offend the friend, drop the ball. It wants to rush you past discernment and make panic your shepherd. Second, false comfort. It purrs, "You deserve this escape. Just a minute. You've been so good. Let yourself have it." It offers a sugary numbness that leaves you emptier and more agitated after the scroll. Third, false identity. It whispers, "Who are you kidding? You're not consistent. You always quit. This won't last. Why even try?" It tries to turn a momentary urge into a prophecy of failure. Recognize these as tactics, not truth. They are the same old lies dressed in fresh notifications. I will put words in your mouth to meet each lie on sight. When false urgency shouts, answer with peace. Not today. My peace is protected. I move at the speed of purpose, not panic. If it is from God, it will survive my silence. When false comfort beckons, answer with discernment. Not today. I do not trade my birthright for a bowl of scroll. I do not serve the ping. I choose real rest over counterfeit relief. When false identity accuses, answer with authority. Not today. I am steady in God. I am learning quickly. I am the kind of person who keeps small covenants with joy. My history does not rule my minutes. My shepherd does. Say them out loud. Say them even if your voice shakes. Your declarations do not just inspire you. They train your nervous system to come under your spirit. Now, here is a weapon many never use because it looks too small to be strong. The pause. Delay is deliverance. I am training you to wait 90 seconds before you touch the phone when the itch rises. Set the device down, hands open, and count slowly with your breath. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Do this 9 times. Watch the urge like a wave. Crest, crash, gone. You will learn by your own breath that you are not a hostage to the spike. In those 90 seconds, ask one question. Is this mine, or is this noise? If it is mine, it will still be there at second 91, calmer and clearer. If it is noise, it will already be shrinking, embarrassed for having raised its voice. The enemy feeds on reflex. Starve him with delay. Your pause breaks his spell. Do not be surprised if he tries to use faces and names to bypass your boundary. The urgent message may come from someone you love. The now or never notice may carry the logo of something you respect. The "you deserve it" may sound like your own voice when you are tired. Breathe. Ask the question. What is mine will not vanish in 90 seconds. What is mine does not need me to betray peace to hold it. If a true emergency arises, I will guide you with a clean sense of go, not a choking fear of what-ifs. My voice is kind, weighty with clarity, and never manipulative. Remember that. You will also feel internal restlessness, your skin almost humming, your thoughts circling the device like moths. Do not diagnose yourself as broken in that moment. You are feeling withdrawal from worship you did not know you were giving. That hum is not your identity. It is just momentum running out of road. Meet it with mercy and muscle. Put your feet on the floor. Feel the ground I gave you. Put your palm on your chest and say, I am here. Then move your body into any small, real action I taught you. Drink water, step outside, wash one dish, pray one honest line. The pause is not empty. It is full of presence. You are not resisting nothing. You are receiving me instead. Let us rehearse your responses so they sit ready on your tongue when the test arrives. When the text flashes, call me now, and your chest tightens, say, not today. My peace is protected. If they love me, they can wait 90 seconds while I listen to God. When the real promises 1 minute of joy, say, not today. I deserve real joy that stays when the screen turns black. I do not serve the ping. When the thought hisses, you won't keep this up, say, not today. I am consistent because I am connected. I begin again quickly. I keep small promises and they keep me. Feel how these words don't just argue, they author. You are writing a new reflex in real time. Within the next 72 hours, expect the counterattack to find you at your border times. Late night when you are tired, early morning when your will is soft, mid-task when focus feels fragile. Smile when it happens. Let that smile be your sign. I see you. I am not surprised. The fence is doing its job, and that is why you are pushing it. Turn your face to me. Breathe. Count. Ask. Choose. You will watch patterns that owned you shrink to size when they are not fed. and you will see that absolutely nothing God intended for you was lost by honoring peace first. Hear me connect this battle to the larger story, because I am not training you for a life of saying no to small things. I am training you for a life of saying yes to holy assignments. This is not about a device. It is about the person you are becoming. Steady, listening, able to receive instruction mid-step, able to carry joy without leaking it. Your attention is the doorway to prayer, to peace, to destiny. I am forming in you the kind of mind that can hold revelation without dropping it, and the kind of heart that can love people without being yanked away by every alarm. You cannot shepherd what I am giving you if you are shepherded by a notification. You cannot build the table I am setting if a buzzing rectangle sits in the chair where wisdom should. I am preparing you to lead in small rooms and large ones, to hear me in the middle of noise and choose the next right word. A sound mind is not a luxury in your next season. It is your equipment. So when resistance rises, remember what is true. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Your fence will hold because I am the carpenter. Your pause will work because I breathe with you through it. Your declarations carry weight because I lend them mine. Every 90-second delay is a brick in a wall that protects a future conversation with your child, a dawn where a strategy lands whole, a night where sleep finally stays. Each time you say, "Not today," you are not just refusing a ping, you are rehearsing how to say, "Yes, Lord," without stutter. When I whisper an assignment that changes the course of a week, a business, a family line, take one more breath with me now. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am held. Say it once more. Not today. My peace is protected. I do not serve the ping. Delay is deliverance. Feel the calm settle like a hand on your shoulder. You are not behind. You are not fragile. You are not faking it. You are being trained for glory that requires a quiet inside. Walk into the next hour with dignity. Expect the knock. Smile at it. Ask, "Is this mine or is this noise?" Then answer from peace. I am with you in the pause, and I am leading you through the doorway your attention just unlocked. My child, now look through the doorway you just unlocked. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am held. I am going to show you what you are protecting, what your small covenant is already building in the unseen. This is not imagination for comfort. This is a preview of reality. What happens when you stop feeding the noise and give me your gaze? See a room before the day has chosen its speed. Early light is blue gold on the wall, tender and clean. The air is cool, the window is cracked, and a soft breeze lifts the edge of a curtain. No buzzing, no panic. Hear your own breathing, steady now, not shallow. Your heart is calm enough to hear the hum of the morning outside. A distant bird, the very quiet of a house at peace. Your phone is not in your hand. It is at a respectful distance, obedient to your boundary. In your lap rests a simple journal, the paper thick enough that the pen glides without scratching. You write a sentence not to perform, but to receive. I am here. Speak, Lord. The sentence lands like a key. A door inside opens. You do not feel the pull to check. You feel me. The room is small, but it stretches long because attention makes space where there was none. I prepared this piece for you. This is not fantasy. This is your first 20 minutes given back to me, and see how it multiplies. Notice the way your thoughts line up like loyal soldiers waiting for assignment. Instead of a mob shouting for attention, you turn a page. A scripture settles in, simple and alive. A prayer, not complicated, not dramatic, honest and unhurried, rises without you forcing it. You feel your mind become single again. Where once there were 10 tabs open, now there is one holy task. Listen and answer. In that listening, a direction forms, not 1,000 options, not a storm of maybes, one next right step with the weight of my peace on it. Can you feel how your chest lifts when clarity comes? That is what you have been craving, and that is what attention delivers. Now stand and walk with me through this house of attention I am giving you. This is not about plaster and paint. This is a home built of presence. But hear me. This home has a real address, a specific neighborhood, light that falls in a certain way at 8 a.m., floors you can feel cool under your feet, a table of wood that holds the imprint of elbows, the ring of a mug, the weight of laughter, windows you open without checking a feed, because you have air of your own now. This house is the embodiment of your inward order. You have been praying for a beach house, a place by the water where the horizon quiets you. Look again, the waves are still coming, not just outside your windows, but in the rhythm of your days. The sound of water has moved into your schedule. Tides replace notifications. The breeze moves through your thoughts, not your timeline. This is your house of attention. This is the life where my voice is louder than your phone. Do you see the table? Come closer. Morning light pools there like honey, a bowl of fruit, a notepad with 3 lines, assignment, relationship, rest, already written from last night. Your device rests face down on a sideboard. It knows its place now. At this table, you bless food without glancing. You look your child in the eyes and notice the new freckle, the question behind their question. You laugh at something small and ordinary that feels like a miracle because you were there to catch it. Conversation is not chopped into fragments by a buzz. Wisdom sits in the empty chair where the rectangle used to sit. This is where legacies are formed. One uninterrupted story at dinner, one undivided apology, one plan made slowly with trust. Your children will not struggle the way you did to be seen while competing with a screen. Your home becomes a school for attention, and attention becomes a pipeline for inheritance. Walk down the hall. There is a small room that used to collect clutter, but now holds a chair by a window. This is your holy location. The air is cleaner here because your decisions are cleaner. You sit and listen at midday without the spinning. Strategies arrive intact. Creativity returns like a long-lost bird that finally trusts your open hand. You pick up a pen and ideas come whole. Paragraphs, melodies, solutions that take a week of anxiety when you are scattered now, landing in minutes because you are present. Work meetings end with decisions, not deferrals. Emails become fewer because you are clear and kind the first time. You spend money with peace now. You are not soothing a soul with a purchase you will regret. Budgets stabilize, surprises stop feeling like threats. Provision flows in a path without leaks, because I can now entrust you with details you will not drop. The wealth I have meant to flow through generations begins to find its channel in a mind not perforated by pings. Step into the bedroom at night. The lamp is warm, the sheets are cool. You scroll your hand across the coverlet, not a cursor across chaos. Your phone charges across the room like a servant waiting its turn, not a master perched on your pillow. You read a page of wisdom and it lands. You set the book down. You breathe. You say, I lie down in peace. You alone make me dwell in safety. Your nervous system agrees. Sleep comes all the way to you and stays. You wake with a rested yes instead of a thin maybe. This is the fruit of faithfulness in small edges. Better sleep is not just comfort. It is strategy for joy and stamina. And joy that is rested becomes generous in ordinary ways. Patience that holds an extra question, laughter that heals an old bruise, patience with yourself when learning something new. Walk outside for a moment. The air has a taste to it. Salt if you are near the sea, pine if you are near trees, city morning if you are among buildings, but it is yours. not the recycling of someone else's outrage. You breathe it like fresh bread. Your steps have a secret rhythm. They match your breath, not your feed. On the porch or the stoop or the simple strip of sunlight on your floor, you stand and bless your day. Decisions that used to tangle now come with edges. No is said kindly and quickly. Yes is offered with whole heart, maybe is rare and honest. Because you can hear me, you can trust what you hear. And because you trust, you obey without stutter. This is what your fence is for, so you can hear a whisper and move as if it were a trumpet. Come back to the table at evening. Friends arrive. A meal is shared slowly. Phones rest together in another room like polite guests who know when to be quiet. Stories unfurl. A tear is caught before it falls because someone is really looking. Laughter takes the ceiling higher. You are not splitting your soul between here and elsewhere. You are here. You bless the bread. You bless the hands. You ask one more question that opens a door in a weary heart. Ministry happens around a table because the table is free from hum. This is not fantasy. This is what happens when you stop feeding the noise and feed your attention with peace. Now hear me say this over you with the weight of decree. You are not an addict to distraction. You are not a lost cause. You are not just like this forever. You are a steward of presence in a loud generation. You are chosen to carry peace where panic sells itself as necessary. You are a keeper of thresholds, a builder of small fences that guard great promises. You are the kind of person who can hold revelation without dropping it and carry love without leaking it. Your name is written in my book and your attention is becoming an altar I enjoy. I did not call you to live twitching at the edge of now. I called you to walk inside time with me, unhurried and precise. Repeat after me, and let each word lay another stone in your future. My home is a house of attention. My table is holy ground. My mornings begin with God. My nights return to God. My work is clear because my mind is clear. My relationships are nourished because my presence is whole. I am a steward of presence. Again, slower. I am a steward of presence. Feel the dignity in that name. It fits you. Look once more at the house. Windows open, air moving, a steady table, children laughing, a journal with pages filling like a quiet river. Hear something beneath it all, not music, not traffic. The steady voice of your shepherd, distinct and kind. Louder than the phone, even when the phone is on. This is the future you are protecting. This is the life where my voice sets the rhythm of your days. Within the next 72 hours, you will see small signs of this house arriving, an ease where you expected urgency, a conversation that feels deeper than usual, a decision made in minutes that would have haunted you for days. Receive them as anchors, not anomalies. I do not tease my children. What I show you, I intend to build with you. This is not hype. This is prophecy. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your attention. Your small covenant is the key in the lock. Your 90-second pause is the guard at the gate. Your declarations are the mortar between the stones. Keep them and watch how quickly a quiet inside begins to shape the world outside. You are protecting a future where my voice is louder than your phone. And because of that, you are protecting a family, a calling, a legacy. Lift your head, breathe. Say it with me once more so your walls remember. My home is a house of attention. I am a steward of presence. I hear my shepherd and I follow. My child, now let your mouth meet your future. I gave you a picture, now I give you a sound. Your attention builds a house, but your words lay the bricks in the wall. Life and death are carried on the tongue. Focus and scatter are too. What you repeatedly say becomes what you repeatedly choose. Your mouth trains your mind. Your speech sets the rails your thoughts will travel. This is not hype. This is how I built the world. By speaking, you will rebuild your inner wall the same way. stone by stone, sentence by sentence, day by day. Take a breath. Put your hand on your chest. Say this out loud and say it like ownership returning to its rightful place. My attention is holy. Again, slower. My attention is holy. Feel how that phrase rearranges the room. Attention is not cheap. It is consecrated because I dwell where you place it. Say this, my mind is sound. Again, my mind is sound, not scattered, not stormed, sound. Say this, I do not chase noise. Again, I do not chase noise. Say this, I answer God first. Again, I answer God first. You are not trying to become this. You are telling the truth about what I am making you in real time. Hear me address the lie that wants to take the mic in your head right now. You are behind. You wasted too much. You should have known better. That is accusation masquerading as insight. I do not accuse my children. I restore them. You are not behind beyond repair. What looked like wasted time becomes training under my hand. You learned the taste of counterfeit, so you can now choose the feast without confusion. I restore what was stolen. I redeem what was lost. I compress what you thought would take years into months. When you walk in attention with me, your declarations are the way you stop partnering with shame and start partnering with promise. Say this with me now. I am not behind. I am becoming. Again with gentleness. I am not behind. I am becoming. Say, I restore what was stolen by God's hand in my life. Say, my pauses plant peace. Say, delay is deliverance. Say, if it is from God, it will survive my silence. Each line is a beam across the doorway. Each repetition is mortar pressed into place. Do not rush this. You are not performing. You are practicing presence with your own tongue as the tool. Some of you feel shy, wondering if saying words changes anything. Do you feel that little doubt? That is the enemy hoping you remain quiet, because silence is his scaffolding. Break it now. Your words are seeds, and seeds look small until they become shade. Your words are steering wheels, and steering wheels look small until a whole vehicle changes course. The gate of your life swings on the hinge of your sentences. I am teaching you to use that hinge with wisdom. Before we go further, seal this moment in public as a sign between us. Write it where your eyes can return to it, where your community can hold you to it. Type these exact words as your seed of agreement. I take my attention back. Then write one more word with it, the key that opens doors quickly. Thank you. Do it now. This is not mechanics. This is covenant. Your written words are not for applause. They are for alignment. And when you give this confession away in the open, the atmosphere around you learns your new name. Now, for the next 60 seconds, we will build a short rule of speech you can carry into every room. Repeat after me, rhythm steady, heartbeat true. My attention is holy, my mind is sound. I do not chase noise. I answer God first. My peace is protected. I move at the speed of purpose, not panic. I am a steward of presence. I keep small covenants with joy. I begin again quickly. I hear my shepherd and I follow. Say it again, a little slower, so your nervous system can memorize the cadence. My attention is holy. My mind is sound. I do not chase noise. I answer God first. My peace is protected. I move at the speed of purpose, not panic. I am a steward of presence. I keep small covenants with joy. I begin again quickly. I hear my shepherd and I follow. Feel what is happening. Declarations do not just inspire you. They train you to obey the life you are asking for. They are not wishes. They are weights you lift until muscle grows. Each time you speak, you are rehearsing the reflex you will need when the test arrives at 11 p.m., at 6 a.m., mid-meeting. You are training your tongue to be your ally, not your saboteur. Let me add 2 more sentences that will serve you in the moment a ping tries to crown itself king. Say, not today, I do not serve the ping, and say, I choose presence over pressure. These are keys on a ring you can reach for without thinking. Say them now, not today, I do not serve the ping, I choose presence over pressure. Good. You are stocking your inner shelves with truth you can eat when you are hungry. My child, I am going to begin to pray over your mouth and your mind, to anoint your sentences with consistency and your boundaries with joy. Do not overcomplicate this. Prayer is how we fix the seal to the doorframe so the draft stops and the warmth stays. But before I pray, whisper this last vow so heaven records it and hell hears it. I answer God first. I answer God first. I answer God first. It is done. Now let your heart open as I draw you into prayer. Father of peace, guard this one's gates. Put a watch over their lips so their words build and do not break. Clothe their mind with wisdom, their attention with armor, their boundaries with delight. Make their declarations sticky. Attach them to morning and night, to doorway and desk, to table and bed. Give them consistency that feels like kindness, not punishment. Give them the joy of quick repentance and quicker beginning again. Keep them from false urgency, false comfort, and false identity. Teach them to answer you first and everything else in order. In Jesus' name, amen. Stay with me. We are not finished. We will seal this boundary fully in prayer next, and I will place peace in your hands and fire in your spirit. But even now, your wall is rising. Your words have worked. Your focus is being sealed. Keep your mouth with me and watch how your minutes follow. My child, open your hands. Feel them empty and ready. I am placing peace in your hands and fire in your spirit now. This is not ceremony. This is a seal. When I seal a thing, it keeps. When I guard a thing, it stands. Your peace is not fragile when I am the one guarding it. Breathe and receive. Father of lights, I pray over this one I love. Cover their mind with your steadying hand. Let the storm that once lived behind their eyes submit to your word. I silence the swirl and I amplify the whisper. Where racing thoughts have made bed with fear, I speak soundness, singleness, and simplicity. Let this mind be clothed in clarity that resists confusion, in restraint that resists compulsion, in joy that resists despair. Place a watch over their attention like a crown that cannot be shaken. I speak to sleep now. Beloved, I make your bed a sanctuary again. No more blue light baptisms at midnight. No more bargaining with tomorrow's strength to feed tonight's scroll. I rebuke the habit of late-night wandering through other people's rooms. I end the agreement with insomnia that rides on the back of comparison and fear-driven availability. I release over you the grace of early rest, of deep cycles of dreams that encourage instead of accuse. Angels, stand at the foot and head of this bed. Keep watch through the night. Let the first voice they meet upon waking be mine, not a timeline clamoring for their morning soul. I break specific chains by name, chain of compulsive checking, snap and fall to the ground, chain of comparison, measuring your worth against curated illusions, shatter and dissolve, chain of late-night scrolling, cheap comfort that leaves you hungrier, be cut and cast off. Chain of fear-driven availability, that lie that says, if I don't answer now, I will be abandoned, I will lose it, I will fail, be exposed and emptied of power. I replace you with clarity that knows what is mine and what is not, with restraint that feels like freedom, with joy that outlasts a buzz, with holy availability that moves from assignment, not anxiety. It is done. I send ministering angels to your gates. At the doorway of your eyes, guard. At the threshold of your ears, guard. At the bend of your wrist where reflex reaches, guard. At the room where your device sleeps, guard. At the table where legacy is shaped, guard. At the office where decisions are made, guard. Around the child you love, guard. Around the calling you carry, guard. Let their home be patrolled by peace. Let their devices come under the authority of their spirit, and their spirit under mine. I address relationships now. I bless your conversations with presence that cannot be distracted away. I pull the thorn of resentment planted by half attention and replace it with attentiveness that heals. I give you clean yes and kind no, so you do not offer fragments of yourself out of fear. I restore the trust that screens have thinned. I teach you to look long enough to see the person in front of you and to hear me while you are with them. Your availability will be holy, not harried. Your boundaries will be bridges, not walls. I am with you in every word. I turn to your private calling, the assignment you have not told most people, the longing you keep in a locked drawer of your heart. I have not forgotten it. I breathe on it now. I make room in your schedule and in your mind for the craft, the study, the building, the listening it requires. I gather the scattered minutes you use to bleed into the feed, and I stack them into hours you can trust. I station angels to guard your focus while you work on what I gave you. Ideas will come whole. Directions will land with weight. Surprises will confirm, not derail. You will not drop what I put in your hands because your hands are at peace. Now I bless the small practical steps you are about to take. These are not petty, they are priestly. Turning off non-essential notifications, holy obedience. Moving the charger across the room or into another room at night, holy obedience. Setting do not disturb to begin before your pillow meets your cheek. Holy obedience, creating a landing place for your phone outside the bedroom. Holy obedience, grayscaling the screen. Holy obedience, scheduling focus modes for prayer, for meals, for work. Holy obedience. Every ordinary action is an altar you build with wood and nails that I have provided. I will meet you at those altars daily. I consecrate your 90-second pause as a sacrament of sanity. I bless the breath that slows your blood and invites your spirit to lead. I bless the simple sentence, "Is this mine or is this noise?" I make it sharp as a sword and gentle as a hand on your shoulder. When you ask it, wisdom will answer quickly. When you wait, urges will pass like weather. When you choose presence over the ping, I will multiply your time. Your minutes will begin to obey your mission. Hear my assurance now. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice signs of new strength, calmer urges where spikes were normal, earlier sleep arriving like a friend at the door, clearer thoughts landing with kindness. Recognize this as restoration, not coincidence. I do not tease my children. This is not hype. This is prophecy. When the ease comes, thank me and walk further into it. When the resistance nips at your heels, smile. Your fence is working. Keep your hand in mine and your phone in its place. I will confirm this word with quiet victories you can feel. My child, I cover you with protective authority. No curse, no algorithm, no old agreement with chaos can override my decree. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your mind. I fix this seal upon you, peace in your hands, fire in your spirit, a wall around your attention that does not crack when the rain comes, a lamp inside you that does not go out when the grid fails. You will be steady, you will be bright, you will be kind and clear. Now obey immediately, and let obedience be your amen. Stand up. Take the charger and move it to its holy place across the room or out of the bedroom. Set your do not disturb for tonight and every night. Turn off the notifications that train panic and leave only what is necessary for love and true responsibility. Place your phone where you choose it, not where it chooses you. Whisper as you do it. I answer God first. I choose presence over pressure. Not today. I do not serve the ping. Feel the seal set as you act. Your peace is guarded. Your spirit is lit. Walk from this prayer into your room and make it true. It is done. My child, now is the proving, not tomorrow, not after you finish one more thing, not when the day slows down. The enemy thrives in later. Freedom arrives in now. One immediate act of obedience breaks the cycle and opens the door to lasting change. I am with you, and I will help you do this in the next 60 seconds. Here is the action. Do it while I am speaking. Open your settings and schedule Do Not Disturb for tonight and every night. Choose a start time that honors your body and your calling. 9 p.m. is wisdom for many, until a morning hour that gives you first light with me. Allow only what is truly love and true responsibility through your alarm, and 1 or 2 people you would call in a real emergency. Everything else tomorrow. Set it now. This is measurable. This is obedience. This is your amen with your fingers. I can hear your mind reaching for reasons to delay. What if someone needs me? What if work emails come late? What if there's an emergency? I use my phone as an alarm. I'll do it after dinner, after this video, after this week. My child, I am not harsh with you. I am honest with you. Emergencies are rare, and I am Lord even then. Love does not require your perpetual panic. Your alarm will still ring. Your job will be served better by a brain that sleeps. And after is where the enemy sets up his camp. Delayed obedience in this arena becomes disobedience by distraction. Do not postpone your freedom. Do not sign another day over to noise. I am asking for a small gate. Build it now. Move your heart with your hands. If your settings are finished, add this second simple proof. Disable notifications for 2 apps that do not pay your bills and do not love your soul, your noisiest social feed and your news. Turn them off completely, not summarized, not deliver quietly, off. You can still choose to look when you mean to, but the ping will no longer choose you. Make it measurable. 2 apps right now. If your hands are shaking, smile. You are breaking a spell. I am here. And if you have already done both, put your phone in its place. Across the room. Outside the bedroom on a charger, not within arm's reach of your pillow. Stand up, walk it over, place it there. Whisper as you do, I answer God first. This is not performance. This is covenant movement. Your body is teaching your soul a new way to be. Do you feel the little surge of panic? That nervous flicker saying, what if I miss something? That is the old master rattling the latch, hoping to be let back in by fear. Breathe. You are not missing what is yours. You are meeting what is yours. You are making a meeting place for me. You are opening a field where peace will land. You are carving a riverbed for clarity to run. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your mind, but you must choose which gate you leave open at night. Choose mine. Immediacy matters because attention is a threshold, and thresholds are contested. When you act now, you undercut the enemy's favorite strategy, negotiation and later. Later will dress itself as reasonable. Later will borrow your anxious virtue. Later is a lie that keeps you from a life you are longing for. Now is the key. Now is the hinge. Now is the way the door swings and stays. Do you hear me? Act, and the grace I have already poured will meet you like wind filling a sail. Before this moment closes, make a small public seal so the atmosphere around you learns your new name. Type these exact words where you can see them and others can help you keep them. I am ready. Then share this with one person who is drowning in noise. 1. Put their name in your heart and send it as a lifeline. When you give peace away, it multiplies back to you. Your written words are not for applause. They are for alignment. They are a sign between us that you did not only feel this, you obeyed it. I want you to know what is about to happen because you obeyed quickly. The night will feel different. The air in your room will seem cleaner. Your thoughts will walk instead of sprint. Sleep will find you with less bargaining. In the morning, the first sound will be your own breath and my voice, not a chorus of demands. You will notice the strength to pause at midday and ask, is this mine or is this noise? You will feel a steadiness in conversations that once fragmented you. You will see small confirmations within the next 72 hours, quiet victories that prove your fence is working. Recognize them, thank me, walk further into them. And hear this so you do not feel alone in the space you just made. I will meet you in the quiet. I am not far, I am not indifferent. I am already in the room you just protected, waiting without hurry, speaking without harshness. Angels stand their posts. The wall around your attention is being mortared by your obedience and my mercy. If fear knocks, answer with what you have already said. Not today. I do not serve the ping. I choose presence over pressure. Then come sit with me, even for 2 minutes, and let your soul learn its new rhythm. My child, you have proven you are ready. Small obedience, great reward. It is not complex, it is faithful. Keep this ground, guard this boundary, rejoice in this quiet. I am here, I am with you in the night, and in the morning you will rise to a day that answers to me, not to the feed. It is done.